So, hi everyone. So, today, I am going to discuss the selection, adaptation, and evaluation of instructional materials. So, let's proceed to the next page. So, instructional materials is about educational resources used to improve student knowledge, abilities, and skills, to monitor their assimilation of information, and to contribute to their overall development and upbringing. So that is the instructional materials. So let's proceed to the next page. The selection. Selection is a instructional material should be chosen objectively rather on the basis of the teacher personal preferences or bias. So, instructional materials produced locally by instructor usually make significant contribution to learning. So that is the selection. So let's proceed to the next page. So the criteria for selection of instructional material. So we have five written here the criteria for selection. First is the appropriateness, authenticity, interest, organization, and balance. Then the last one is the cost. So that is the criteria for selection of instructional materials. So let's proceed to the next. The adaptation. So adaptation instructional materials should generally be authentic and communicative. And even if they are already nearly perfect, adaptation are changes to the requirements of the learning task, often temporary or reduced over time. So, let's proceed to the context of adaptation. So, the context of adaptation is the term in relation with evaluation and adaptation are adapting and adapting. So, adaptation is a process subsequent to and dependent on adaptation. So, when we say adaptation is concerned with whole course book, while the adaptation concerned the part that makes up that whole. So, the differences of the adaptation and adaptation is they are course book and concerned with the part of the makeup that the whole course book. So the illustration of relationship between internal and external evaluation is the following. So let's proceed. So as we can see, there is a external and internal adaptation. So when we say external, it is what we have. Then internal, it what the materials offered. So learner characteristic is the internal is choice of topic. Then physical environment, the internal is skill covered. Then the resources is the proficiency level. Then the last one is class size. Then the internal is grading of exercises. So let's proceed. Evaluation. When evaluating instructional materials, consider the extent to which each is interesting, approachable, and engaging. So this isn't about materials being entertaining. It's about where it can spark curiosity and promote deeper thinking about the content. So let's proceed to the content of the evaluation. So the content of evaluation is there are several factors that can affect the evaluation process. First is teacher have many choices in selecting the materials. Second is selecting the course book is challenge for teacher. So let's proceed to today's second. So the illustration of internal evaluation. So as you can see, there is the macro evaluation and the micro evaluation. So the inappropriate potential, appropriate, and the inappropriate, appropriate, and adapt and selection. So let's proceed to the next, the overall evaluation. So the factor to make an overall evaluation as to the sortability of the materials as the following. So we have four factors. So we have four factors: the usability factor, the generalization factor, the adaptability factor, and the last one is the flexibility factor. And thank you. God bless.